Hey everyone, Dave here. Welcome to a new Raid Shadow Legends video. Today's video, I've recorded an earlier one where I pulled Steltus, and then I was planning a different idea for a second video today, but one of the comments that you put on the videos that I've posted about how crazy the gear the content creators post sometimes on their videos can be very discouraging for the majority of new players starting the game. So I switched what I wanted to talk about today. First of all, if you go through the content creators' videos, you'll see that they are posting content for early game. It's just not what they are showing when they're showcasing champs. They show that crazy gear. So I wanted to create a video just dedicated to how to gear your champs, how to gear your team early game. Just remember that I'm talking about early game when your gear options are very limited. That's why I'm using my newest account here. The account is when you start farming gear, you'll have more options. You'll have different stuff to do, and then we'll talk about optimal gear sets or stats for certain champs. We'll talk about crit rate, we'll talk about speed sets, accuracy sets, and all of that. But for now, I'm focusing only about early game when you're just starting. So, first things first, it's a given. This is your Kale. This is your damage dealer. What you'll put them in, you'll put them in the life steal set that you get for free when you start the game. The game gives you 6 pieces of lifesteal set. You need only 4 for a set so that you can have that heal depending on the damage you're doing. How would you determine which pieces you put there? You'll always have the 4-star speed boots, which I'll talk about a little later on. So if you don't have any better boots, 4-star or 5-star, just put these on your damage dealer and then any other 3 pieces, the top 3 or whatever. I do not recommend putting this attack based chest plate on your damage dealer because or on any of your team, because early on your team is very squishy. Okay, if you put attack percentage chest plate on them, it will increase their damage, but it will make them much weaker. Any hit will be able to kill them. So what I recommend for all of your champs here, I hope I've done it with this, yes, HP percent or defense percent, depending on which one you can get, farming gear early on from the missions and such. All your team should be wearing these. Even with an HP percent or defense percent chest plate, your damage dealer got a very low base defense and a very low base HP compared, of course, Acrasia is a Lego, so it's a bit different, but that's what you want on them. And Lifesteal set is the set of choice for the majority of your team. You want everyone to be doing it. The only exception is your healer, speed booster, or reviver, because this kind of champ, they don't do any damage anyways. So even if they hit, they won't heal themselves back. The best set is regen, and the game does give you a bit of regen set, like that's what I've put on my Raka. She's my healer reviver here. So that's what you choose to put on that. Just Immortal, also the game, I think you'll start farming normal clan boss as early as you can, first day if you can, and then you get some pieces. I haven't got, oh, didn't get any yet. Okay, let me see, just to show my case here. Yeah, so you'll start getting pieces of Immortal. The good thing about Immortal is that it heals your champs, it gives them HP percent, so it increases their HP and it gives them healing every turn, and it's a 2-piece set, so you can put 6 pieces on your healer reviver to boost their stats if you don't have a good regen set. So this is another gear sets that you should focus on. What stats are you looking for? Forget about what I'm doing here because I haven't done it properly. On all of your champs, you want 4-star speed boots maxed or 5-star if you can get some 5-star a few days in. All of them should be have at least 4 or 5-star speed boots, max to level 16 if you can, because speed is very important here so you can take enough turns to win. I'm talking again, very early game, speed boots, HP percent on the chest. Gloves, you won't have an option. This one would be always crit rate if you choose it from a set, which is good for the damage dealer. That's the set you get when you start the game. If not, any gloves with proper stats. Preferably, if it's someone who doesn't do damage, like your healer reviver, if this can be HP percent or defense percent, it's good. Speed substats are good. If not, then whatever gloves you have, and then the top 3 pieces. These are fixed, the stats there, attack, HP, and defense. So what you should focus on is getting the highest number of stars and the highest rarity. So if you have 4-star epic shield, it might give you better stats if it got like good substats than a 5-star common piece. But all in all, that's what you should be looking for. Like if I'm gearing other champs, I'm still building my first couple here. You see, like I might put this on someone and then just rank it up to 12 like I've done with this, because I need the lifesteal set on everyone except the healer, like I said, immortal, or if you have a speed booster like apothecary early on, just put speed gear on him. If he goes faster, he's speeding your team and he does heal everyone, including himself if he needs healing. I won't make it more complicated than this, just focus on these. So let me just repeat it here. If you have a speed booster early on, like apothecary, you give them speed sets, especially like if you can give them 6 pieces of speed sets, that will guarantee that they will go first. And then they will boost the speed and heal your team. Everyone else, if you can afford it, if they can do some damage, if you have like War Maiden or whatever, put life steal on everyone. It will give them some health back. If not, immortal or regen, even if you were like on someone else, it will also help them to heal if it's not the healer or reviver. So that's that. Now let me talk about what type of stats are you looking for. Why have I gone out? I'm not sure. Okay, let's see how good my stats are here. Look at this. You need 150, 160 speed. You'll tell me it's a bit difficult, that's totally fine, but notice here I only have this on like 2 champs. Probably my Raka would be super slow because I haven't farmed any gear yet, like Siege 125, so that's okay. If you can get your team to 150 speed, again, I'm just reminding you, this is very early on. Later on, you'll increase that speed. 150 is good enough. 150 speed, depending on whether it's a damage dealer or not, somewhere around 30k HP, 25k HP, depending on what type of champ you have. Like, let's see, this one got crappy gear. Oh, it's super low. No, don't look at this. I haven't worked on this yet. But anyway, because I'm working on them one by one, as you can see, what you're aiming for is that 25k percent HP, so they can take a hit without dying, 150 speed, and then anything else doesn't matter. Because you won't be able, even if I tell you to get like 100% crit rate or 75 for Acrisia or whatever, it doesn't matter, you won't be able to do it, so that's totally fine. Just focus on 25k HP and 150 minimum speed for all the team, so they can go and do what they want to do. Progress a little bit. When you get better gear, I'll tell you in the next video. So this one is very early game. I'll tell you late early game and mid game what speeds you're looking at and what stats. In the next video we'll have regarding that topic. We'll start talking specific speeds for dungeons, for clan boss, and for arena, so you can do those early time missions. But for now, just focus on the points I mentioned in this video. Start doing your missions, start doing those few levels of dungeons and the clan boss on the easiest difficulty, and then when you progress the account some more, in the next video I'll tell you what stats you need. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe. We really need to increase the number of subscriptions. Only 7% of people watching the videos are subscribing. So if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. It helps the stats. And I'll see you next time. Bye.